What's going on, y'all? So there's countless videos on YouTube on how to actually become successful with Shopify dropshipping, but a question I've been getting a lot more lately is once you find success, then what? And this is very, very important if you want to keep being more and more successful as an entrepreneur. So let's go ahead and cover that. What's going on, y'all? I'm Braden Wuerch. I'm here to provide insane value to you guys every day to grow you personally and financially as well. All right, guys, so a question I've been getting quite a bit lately from several of the people I've been mentoring is, now that they've found success with dropshipping and they've had success for quite a few months now. For some, it's been, about a year now. What do they do now? Some people want to stay with dropshipping, and then some people want to move into completely different business models. There's some business models that if you have knowledge with dropshipping, that those work out better. So let's go ahead and talk about today whether you want to keep being very, very successful with dropshipping or move into a completely different business model. What's best for you with dropshipping, and then how to actually make this transition. And this is very, very important, whether you're doing Amazon FBA, you're doing Shopify dropshipping, this all applies, but this is going to specifically apply to if you're dropshipping. And if you guys haven't found success yet, it is a good idea to go ahead and already have in your mind kind of what the next plan is. You don't want to, get to the point that you are very successful and just kind of be like essentially plateauing out. You want to always be striving for more and more and more. And if that's with the dropshipping business models, then you need to be going and advancing that, not just staying in the particular zone. So today we're going to cover all of that, whether you want to go ahead and just stay with dropshipping, whether you want to go ahead and move into other e-commerce business models, and then completely different business models, how to actually do that now that you're successful with dropshipping. But before we get into it, if you guys could go ahead and do me a favor and smash that like button for me, hit subscribe if you haven't already. I'm here for you guys every day. If you could turn on that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Leave a comment down below. If you guys have already found some success with dropshipping and you're trying to essentially advance it, or you're trying to move into a completely different business model, let me know what that is down below. I'm interested to hear what that is. All right, guys, so first let's go ahead and talk about the skills you get with dropshipping. If you guys are already successful with dropshipping, then you're already going to know that you've already built up a very, very valuable skill set. A skill set that essentially, if you weren't an entrepreneur, now you could go ahead and get hired because of your skills essentially with dropshipping. You could be hired by companies that essentially need this. So right off the bat, if you guys have built out a very, very successful brand, a very, very successful store utilizing branding, you've learned branding. You've learned everything that goes into it, not just the logo design and the brand story, but how to actually capitalize on that and make money. And then more importantly, you've learned the marketing that goes into it. So specifically, a lot what we talk about on this channel is Facebook marketing, Facebook ads. If you guys have really, really mastered Facebook ads to where you're having multiple 5-figure, even 6-figure months with your dropshipping store, that is a very, very valuable skill set. A skill set that frankly not that many people have. If you guys are in this world, then yeah, you're seeing a lot of people on Facebook and YouTube that know Facebook ads, but guys, seriously, per population of people, and I've met several different people that work for companies, they just don't know how to run Facebook ads right. So this is a skill set that's going to be very, very valuable for you advancing in e-commerce or moving into another business model. So first, let's go ahead and talk about if you want to continue with dropshipping. This is a very, very kind of fluid thing. If you've already been very successful with dropshipping, then it only makes sense that you'd want to continue to be successful. So a big problem with AliExpress dropshipping right now is that a lot of times stores have a very short lifespan, and this is due to a lot of things I've already mentioned in other videos having to do with not having a strong back end, the long shipping times, a few things like that. It's not to say you can't have a long-lasting AliExpress dropshipping store. I've done that. But you guys need to go ahead and continually be thinking about advancing it. So first off, make sure you've got good suppliers and you have good supplier relations. You want to go ahead, make sure that they essentially give you preferential treatment, whether that's faster shipping times, whether that's better packaging, whether that's unique items, whatever it is. You need to make sure that you've got a good supplier base and good relationships with these suppliers if you're wanting to just stick with AliExpress dropshipping. The next thing, and this is something I put so many videos out on, and I'm going to continue to do it because it's something I deeply believe in. If you want to stay dropshipping, then you guys need to eventually get into white labeling. First, go ahead and establish that you are successful with your products, with your brand, but then go ahead and white label either very, very similar products or the same products that you've been selling, or essentially, now that you know your market, you can go ahead and do that. But you want to go ahead and white label the products, have your own packaging. This way, now you can actually really start building up the power of a back end in controlling the whole process from, having better shipping times, all of that. And it's still drop shipping because once you go ahead and you essentially buy the inventory, the white labeled inventory, you can go ahead and have it be in fulfillment centers. You don't need to go ahead and essentially ship out all those orders, everything like that. So don't be scared if you guys love the drop shipping business model. Don't be scared that if you white label, now this adds a ton more work. Guys, you can go ahead and white label and it will just help your profit margin. It'll help your back end. It'll help you have a long-lasting brand, a long-lasting store that you otherwise probably wouldn't. All right, so number 2, and this is a very, very powerful dropshipping business model, one that quite a few of my friends do. One of my students right now, he's actually getting into doing this more and more and more. It's something I've had a little bit of experience in, but that's actually selling stores. And I don't mean just going ahead and actually having one big store, selling it, and then moving on. I'm talking about you actually get into the whole business model of flipping stores, whether that's essentially you now know what to do, you now know what to look for, you know how to actually build a brand really quickly, and so you're building up stores, marketing them well, actually bringing on the traffic, bringing on sales, having them for a few months and selling them, or it could even be seriously flipping stores. But the biggest one would be you creating the store, having it for a few months, having it be successful, and then you selling it, because what you sell it for can be a good bit of change. This is something that a lot of people, frankly, everybody's trying to get into the dropshipping business model. So the thing is, a lot of people don't want to go ahead and take the time of all that groundwork, all the work in the beginning, from building the store to finding out the products that sell, everything that goes into becoming successful. They want to go ahead and take on a successful business. A lot of these people already have quite a bit of capital to spend. They're trying to actually come into the dropshipping business model with an already successful business, or at least somewhat successful business. So I actually have friends that their whole thing is that they'll go ahead and build a store, have it for 3 to 6 months, sell it, and they make a lot of money, guys. So that is definitely a business model for you once you really go ahead and you really hone your skills as a drop shipper. And like I said, this applies to so many different skills, from branding to marketing to customer service, everything like that. Once you hone this and you really kind of get a routine of what works, you can quickly be selling stores and making multiple 6 figures per year doing it. So now let's talk about if you want to kind of move out of drop shipping, but you want to stay in e-commerce. Since you've gone ahead and you've actually built up these skills that essentially directly translate to e-commerce, since that's what you've been doing, there's several other e-commerce business models that you can go into that are essentially advancing yourself as an entrepreneur. So the first one is kind of under drop shipping, and that's print on demand. And you guys know what print on demand is. The reason I bring this up is because this is a new trend that's really picking up. Print on demand is not new, but it's definitely picking up a lot of steam. And this is something that is still kind of in the early stages. If you look at trends in kind of the online entrepreneur space, years ago, affiliate marketing was the big thing. A couple of years later was Amazon FBA, and Amazon FBA is still big now. Then right now, drop shipping is really hot. I really think that print on demand is now starting to really pick up steam, and actually how to really capitalize on a print on demand store the right way. There's a few people doing it that are absolutely killing it. So that's why I bring print on demand up right here, because I really do believe that for e-commerce, this is the next big thing that's really picking up steam. So other than that, one thing that I talk about all the time on here, guys, is actually creating your own apparel brand. If you guys did apparel drop shipping, then it would make sense for you guys to go ahead and start your own apparel brand, where it's your actual brand, where you hold inventory, you create the designs, everything like that. If you guys weren't doing apparel drop shipping, then this might not apply as much to you, but if you guys were doing apparel drop shipping, you know how to market it, you know how to brand it, and now you can go ahead and create the designs that appeal to you and you think would appeal to your customers, and then how to actually go ahead and really brand it the right way with the good packaging, great quality, everything like that. This was like the most natural fit. If you had a drop shipping store that's apparel, the most natural thing would be for you then to go ahead and have your actual own apparel brands. And then the next thing would be private labeling. If you didn't have an apparel store with drop shipping, but you actually want to have your own brand of products, or you want to actually create products, and go ahead and create products and create a brand around that. The thing with this is, create your own brand and don't be essentially drop shipping other people's stuff. Another thing, I've had one student that I mentored for quite a while. He became very successful with drop shipping. And then recently now he's gone into social media marketing, having his own agency, but he comes at it differently than the other SMMAs. He's using the skills he learned with drop shipping, and one, his client base is a little bit different, but two, he's got a kind of a specific skill set with Facebook ads. The way he runs Facebook ads, having come from e-commerce, is a little bit different than how most agency owners are taught. So he's been very successful the last 2 months. So this is definitely another business model you guys could go into. And then from here, obviously, guys, as an entrepreneur, you have endless possibilities. So, I've been alluding to a business model I'm getting into, a business I'm creating right now. I'll be releasing that to you guys soon, but it literally has nothing to do with e-commerce, has nothing essentially to do with online entrepreneurship. I'm actually creating a brick and mortar type business in downtown Atlanta, and it came from essentially, one, what I learned with drop shipping, but then two, connections I've made, and three, I'm able to use a lot of the capital and profits from drop shipping. I would not be doing this without drop shipping, and I'll be releasing this business to you guys soon. If you guys are in the Atlanta area, y'all are gonna love this. The point is, from drop shipping, you can do so much. And the thing is, there's guys killing it with Amazon FBA. There's guys killing it with affiliate marketing. One of the big reasons I do love drop shipping so much is you build up an insane skill set. It's not as passive as those two other business models, but because of that, you're going ahead and you're building up insane skills that really translate into so many different things. So the point is, as you go ahead and you find the success, and you guys will become successful, as you find this success, don't plateau out. Always be thinking about how to continually find more and more success as an entrepreneur, whether that is staying with e-commerce, or whether that's, doing something completely different, or doing kind of a blend. I'm always going to be, tied up in the e-commerce world. I love it. But I also have other ventures and projects I want to work on, as well as investments, everything like that. The point is, guys, always be thinking about what's next, while really focusing on what you're doing at the current time as well. But always have a plan for where you want to end up. If you guys want to, be very powerful entrepreneurs, then you do need to always be thinking about, long term, how are you going to keep leveling up, and you guys will get there. Alright guys, I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, please go ahead and smash that like button for me. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on that notification bell. Leave a comment down below. Now that we've had this talk, if you guys have already thought about different business model, if you're wanting to go ahead and advance your e-commerce store, whatever it is, go ahead and leave a comment down below where you guys would like to be in a year from now, whether that's, your successful AliExpress dropshipping store, where you'd like to be in 5 years from now, and then, where you'd like to be in 20 years from now. I'd love to hear that and connect with you guys. Keep grinding, y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.